Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel. Hit subscribe, drop a comment, hit a like. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking and if you get anything out of this little video. So in this video, we're going to make a cheap alternative to the Pso-rite. A lot of the big dogs, Joe Rogan, David Goggins, love this tool. But as you can see, it's really expensive, $69.99, reduced to $49.99 here on Amazon. I'll pop a link to it if you want to buy an official Pso-rite. I haven't used an actual Pso-rite, so not really a fair comparison, but I think it's really expensive for a piece of plastic. But if the people from Pso-rite want to send me one, I will do a full review on it. Okay, we'll start for a quick anatomy lesson. The psoas is a muscle that attaches onto your vertebrae, your lumbar spine in particular, down to your lower leg. It's the only muscle that crosses the upper body to the lower body. And there's also another muscle, which is your iliacus, which goes from your hip to your femur bone. So if you sit all day, you shorten this kind of hip flexor complex of the psoas and the iliacus, and you get an anterior pelvic tilt, which means your butt kind of sticks out, your glute gets stretched, your hamstring also gets stretched. So you might think you've got tight hamstrings. It's just your pelvis is in the wrong place. It's hard to see in this diagram, but if you know your anatomy, if your pelvis is back where it should be, your hamstring gets shortened, so it's not in a lengthened position when you start something like a deadlift, even a squat. Your lumbar back can get curved, and the issue for a lot of people's back pain, particularly my own back pain, is actually a tight psoas or hip flexor or both. Okay, this is how to make a homemade Pso-rite. So what you need is 2 jaw lock collars and 2 lacrosse mobility balls. If you're into mobility, you should have these already. Put them on like that, and then you need to space those. And if you space them with a tennis ball in between, that will be from point to point will be 6 inches, which is exactly what the Pso-rite is. You can also, if you've got another collar, it's roughly the same, and then you just lie on that and use that like a Pso-rite, and that's a cheaper option, gets right into the spot. You can also do it singly, you can also do them together, which is quite nice on your spine. And you can also flip them that way, lie back down and pop a kettlebell on there to kind of add some weight and find your spot. Hey guys, so I'm just editing that Pso-rite video just now. Just thought I'd add this in at the end. The idea of this video isn't to shit all over the Pso-rite. Personally, I just think it's expensive for a single-use kind of piece of plastic that can't cost that much to make. Although I get the fact the design, intellectual property, and all that is in there. I will link the Amazon link to it because that's the cheapest place I found it in the comments below. If you have any comments or you want to see how I use my setup works for me, it works really well. I would love to try the Pso-rite. If the guys from Pso-rite want to send me one, awesome. I might buy one. If you have pain, it's worth spending money on tools to sort that pain, whether that's going to a massage therapist or buying one of these tools to help yourself out. Sorting out the psoas, if you sit for more than 4 hours a day, you need a psoas treatment system. So again, wasn't to shit all over the Pso-rite. I think it's a great tool. I think it's genius. I think it's great. I just think it's expensive for what it is. And I'm just offering an alternative to that with stuff you might already have lying about the gym. And if you don't, I will link those in to get two clips and 2 balls in the comments. If you like this video or you want to see videos of how I'm using it, please just drop a comment and I will follow up and hit subscribe, like, comment. Thank you.